So we come to this section with all of that in mind, and we hear that a father can nullify his daughter's vow, and a husband can veto his wife's vow if he does it in proper amount of time. And we know from what we just learned that there's high, high, high regard for women. So how do we process that? I hear these words. It says thoughtless words in here. When a woman says a thoughtless word, and I start thinking, well, women talk a lot. I don't know if y'all know that. And I go off and do some research. And do you know that women use 20,000 words a day and men use 7,000 words a day? And I'm, aha, God is protecting the women because they talk so much. And so I went to Carolyn and I'm like, look, it's 20,000. God's taking care of you because you talk so much. And she said, you say stupid things 5 times more often than I do, even if it's with less words. I said, that's right. And I'm going to go back and approach the scriptures in a different angle. And so this is a concept that we're familiar with. And we tend to get caught up in the women versus men, but this is a concept of intercession. This is solely his job to intercede for his wife when she may be doing something that troubles the whole family. It's intercession. And the model is actually Jesus. Jesus intercedes. At the Last Supper, do you realize that Jesus talked about interceding for Peter before he had even sinned? He looked at him, he looked at Peter, and he said, Simon, Simon, the devil wants to sift you like wheat, but I have prayed for you. I prayed for your faith so that when you turn back, meaning when you turn back to me, you'll strengthen your brothers. And Peter said, Lord, I'll go to prison with you or I'll die with you. And that's where he said, before the cock crows, you're going to deny me 3 times. Jesus had already prayed for him. I mean, he already prayed. And so in Hebrews, he talks about this intercession. Hebrews 7:24 through 27. But he holds his priesthood permanently because he continues forever. Consequently, he is able to save to the uttermost those who can draw near to God through him, since he always lives to make intercession for them. He has no need, like those high priests, to offer sacrifices daily, for first for his own sins and then for the sins of others, since he did this once and for all when he offered himself up. And what it's saying is that literally when he died, he made himself in a position to intercede for us. And it's the other awesome thing about the Jewish relationship and the wife. We look at it and we think, well, it was arranged marriages. It was arranged marriages, but it was volitional. They, every single time, they had to go to the woman to say, do you want to marry him? It was something that they could reject, all the way back to where Abraham is sending for Rebekah to marry Isaac. His brother, her brother, and her mother say, do you want to go do this? And so it's totally volitional, just like our relationship with Christ. And so if you want that intercession, you have to accept him.